Hello, welcome back to Let's Play Mask of the Betrayer. Last week I only had one video go up because I forgot about that. This week we have so that was actually today. So I'm recording more videos. One of these will go up automatically to make the video that was supposed to go up today. Was it yesterday or today? Yesterday. Equal have be a pair. The rest are going to go up next week and the weeks after. Okay. We just talked a young girl into going to get tested by the witches of Rashomon by convincing her that she might see her brother if she goes to go be tested. Meanwhile, our spirit energy is dropping. And here we go. Devour spirit, provoke spirits, suppress. Let's try provoking spirits. And suppressing. There we go. We got a little bit of energy. That way. Only do it once. Can't you do devour the same day you do it? So now we are going to go collect, go look for, there's another house. We're going to go look for a shadow. There's another, oh, that's a prison. Another a shadow gate to come over the other side. What is this? -1 to all abilities, 50%, 5% vulnerability to piercing, bludgeoning, slashing damage. That's where I stand. Yeah. Okay, into the portal. And let's hope they haven't come back. The ghosts haven't, the shadows and such haven't respawned. So far, so good. We'll have to explore the city again on the other side. Maybe on this side too. This does not resemble its counterpart in Monsantier. Strange. Yes, well, we know that. Fault was built by Mirkul, the old god of the dead, who was killed by Maestra in the time of troubles. We are looking for a haunted furnace, which I believe is this way. This is Act 2, by the way. There's stuff. Before I talk to them, I want to see something. Okay, these are all containers. I've already emptied them. Priest spirit still refuses to speak to you. Priest, you refuse to speak to me, so I will devour you. Probe the furnace with your powers. You sense a great many spirits with the furnace. Murderers, rapists, petty thieves, and even some innocents, all cremated in the furnace and cursed to remain bound to it. Wait, what are you doing? I can feel the power you possess. What are you? I am a victim of a terrible curse, a spirit eater. I have a vague recollection when I was still living, I was Merkel's high priest. The god always mistrusted me because my predecessor, Kachi. What did Kachi do? He betrayed Merkel and he was punished. I was chosen to replace him as high priest because I was the most removed from his association. How was Akachi punished? I do not remember the punishment, only that Merkel was proud of it, which means it must have been grave indeed. Who was created here? Besides myself, all the criminals of the faith that we kept on the lower level were cremated here after they died in their cells. So only the spirits of criminals are contained in the furnace? Most are criminals, but occasionally an innocent will be. I cannot bear to think on it further. The child is one such innocent. How do you know the child is innocent? Because he told me so, and I believe him. He was wrongly accused of mutilating his family and then burning down the Temple of Merkel. No child is capable of such an act. Children do not have the capacity for evil. And you must have never had any children of your own. Excuse me, that's not her voice, is it? Then you must have never had any children of your own. Neither have you, Meren, neither have you. Oh, but I did, a son. He was murdered with my wife by one of the criminals within the furnace. I executed that monster's cremation myself. Only I didn't wait until he died in his cell. Are you talking about the brute? Do not mention him to me. Of all the dark souls within the furnace, he most deserved his fate. What must I answer before you will leave us in peace? Who is the child spirit you were speaking to before? The child is one of the dominant spirits that haunt this furnace with me. When I still lived, the child appeared to me often as one who speaks for the many. Now I am the one. What is one? The many? The many are the thousands of souls of those cremated in Merkel's furnace. One is the dominant spirit that speaks for the many. It seemed like the child commands you. My relationship to the child is that of a father to his full-grown son. The child yields to me out of respect, and the others of the many, they listen to the child. I want to speak to the child. No, by my command, neither the child nor any of the others may speak with you. I am one, and I speak for the many. If I devoured you, would I then be able to speak to the child? Your threats do not sway me. If I gave in to your wishes, a worse fate than oblivion awaits me. What fate? The other spirits in the furnace, many of them were sent there by me when I lived. After my sacrifice, the child protected me from the many by making me one. What was your sacrifice? Soon after my god Merkel was slain by Maestra, followers of Cyric assaulted this vault. We barely were able to steal the lower levels before they burst through the entrance. Cyric's raiders slew everyone but me. I was tortured for days that they might learn how to open the gate to the lower vault and plunder Merkel's most precious treasures. I did not relent, so eventually they cast me into the furnace to suffer the same fate as the many I'd sentenced here myself. You must have suffered greatly. I'm sorry. Oh, yes, I've suffered. Of the memories that are left to me, only the most painful remain clear, but I like to think it was not in vain. Were it not for my actions and my rather painful sacrifice, Cyric's followers would have gotten through the gate to the lower level and completely desecrated Merkel's vault. Your sacrifice was not in vain. The lower level remains sealed. That is good to hear. I have endured such torment, both prior to death and after. Though I may never be released from the furnace, I can endure it easier knowing my sacrifice meant something. Sympathizing with this tormented spirit has somewhat diminished your hunger and the desire to devour him. It suddenly occurs to you that it may be within your power to grant rest to the soul rather than consuming him. I can release you from your suffering and grant you rest if you desire it. Truly, eternal rest seems an impossible dream for a damned servant of a dead god. But if it is within your power, then I beg of you, grant me rest. Lost soul, be at peace. Reaction to what you've done to the priest spirit, several ghosts materialize around you. Release me! I suffer too! Grant me rest! Ooh. No, grant me rest! Child, come now! The many flocks to the flesh receptacle who exorcise the priest. I am here, and I see. We must slay it now before it disperses the many, before we meet the same fate as the priest. Wait, wait, I will parley with it. I can barely see these ghosts, which is fitting, I suppose. Ooh, they look like wraiths. Guess they didn't bother to give them. I mean, it wouldn't have been that hard to make it individual ones, but I guess spirits here. Do you desire the same rest I granted the priests? You have such great power, therefore command the respect of the many. We can help each other. You wished passage through the gate to the lower level of this vault, and we crave to be free of this furnace. We are bound to. Where is the child? Are you there? I think you're there. Why can I see you, but others cannot? So you will give me the key to the gate if I release you? The key to the lower vault is within this furnace, hidden by the priest long ago. However, it cannot be retrieved until the spirits that haunt it are freed. How can I free the spirits? The many is complacent and comfortable. Though some wish release, others huddle within the furnace, refusing to come out for any reason. Under the threat of destruction, these spirits will be forced to flee the furnace, and when all have left, the many will be free and separate once more. Here we go. Free, free! Come, child, let's find small creatures to kill until we're strong enough to consume. Thank you for freeing us. Find what you seek within the furnace. I probably should have exercised. That was probably a bad choice. Sift through the ashes. You grope blindly, find the handle of a weapon, and feels hauntingly familiar. This replica of the silver sword of gift. This may be the key that is needed to open the gate to the lower levels. I actually rather wish I had chosen a different path. I'll have to settle. Let's see if I can, if there's an auto load real quick. Because my original intention was... Let's see... No, we're going to do the autosave here. Yeah, a little bit of save scumming, but I don't really want that ending. My original intention was to provoke so they all come out and then exercise everything. Get to do this again. Let's be careful with the conversation. There we go. Probe. Terrible curse. What did he do? Well, how was he punished? Who was cremated here? Only the criminals. Child. Never had children of your own. Talking about the brutes. Who is the child spirit you were speaking for? What is the one, the many? I want to speak to the child. It seems the child commands you. What is this place? Why were you cremated? Must have suffered greatly. Was not in vain. Release you. Eternal rest. Thank you. Okay, grant me rest. Here, I'm C. Cry out. Do you desire? If I release you, we're going to exercise the entire furnace. You channel your power towards all the nearby spirits and those in the furnace. And you should not have done that. You destroyed the weaker spirits, but the stronger ones remained, and we will rebuild the many, starting with you. Okay. What am I using? Flames of Silver, Striker of Shadows, Striker of Demons, Chill of Iron. Examine. Appears to be a conflagration of white hot flame, feels colder than ice gale. Wow, there's a lot of things here. Okay. What are you using now? Flames of Silver? Can't tell if I'm doing damage or not. Miss. Galen's hitting. Ah! I damaged the Shadow of the Void. Okay, so changing weapons up was a good idea. And where's the other one?
Time to break some bones!
All the zeros are over me. I'm somehow taking 0 from things. Interesting. Sift through the ashes and get the sword. Or the hilt, rather. Woo!
Yes.
Oh, no, not you.
Certainly.
The fire elemental's in the way. There we go. I'm sitting in the fire elemental. That should probably not be a thing that can be done.
Certainly.
Here we go. Meren, MoB, furnace clear. With a little bit of saves coming. Yeah. Let's look at this thing. Where is this? What's the amulet I'm wearing? Out armor +5. That's the replica. Let's go and get some, you know what? I'm gonna come back here. Or, actually, I'm gonna go ahead and do this here. Yeah. Did I rest? A nearby enemy has interrupted your rest. I don't see a nearby enemy. Let's try this again. You cannot rest while enemies are nearby. Okay, I am doing lovely on the spirit energy. Insert the replica sword of gift into the keyhole. Blade clicks into place, turns, and is suddenly drawn inward, vanishing into the shadowy substance of the door. The gate swings open. Ooh, levels. Now, duelist. Okay, cancel. Let me look at. Okay, let me look at my level right now. Duelist 2, Neverwinter 9-3, Swashbuckler 17. Okay. Duelist. What does Duelist level 3 come with? Enhanced mobility. Not terribly great. Improve reactions, not terribly great. Maximum bonus equal to the Duelist level. That's good. Okay. Precise strike. Okay, what about Swashbuckler? The last couple levels. Wounding, critical, slippery mind, I already have. What about the Neverwinter 9? All out assault. Okay, I think we're gonna go with Duelist. This goes up, probably maxed. Ooh. Diplomacy goes up. Ooh. Humble. Parry, might as well. And bluff. Okay. Not a very intimidating person, but oh well. Okay, I get feet. Improves critical rapier. That is just scary. Don't I already have? Yes, I know, I know. Okay. Augment healing. I can't use medium armor. I'll lose all my abilities. See, okay. Oh, there are epic feats. Okay. Gains a +1 bonus to all attacks. Great intelligence. Okay, let's look at what we have. 22. Assuming that +1 to intelligence is innate, that'll go up to a 25. Ooh, we can increase the dex, and that'll go up. Okay. Duelist. No. You up to 25. Okay. Let's go all the way down to the epics. Do the great charisma, do the armor skin. I think we are going to go with great dexterity. Yep. Recommend. Good. Favorite of the spirits. What level are you? 19?
I will take the lead.
20, 23.
All who can hear, follow.
Yes?
20.
Yes?
22.
Yes.
And construct.
Certainly.
Okay. Anyway, time to move on to the vault. Meren, MoB, vault. And time to move on to a new video. See you in a moment.